told
This
you, right, Venkat,
conference
our
will now
consultant.
be recorded.
Hi, Rakesh.
Okay. Hi. Hi, Venkat. Hi, Venkat.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Rakesh. So currently I am
Can you
working
brief
in
about yourself?
technical. Okay. So I just want to
Okay,
get
okay.
into the billing and invoicing functional area. That's why I'm seeking help
Okay,
of
okay.
learning this functional thing.
Okay, okay. So in which sector you are working right now?
Sorry, come again. Somehow your
In which
voice is
sector?
low.
Yeah. In which sector you are working right now?
Utilities, IS utilities.
Okay, okay. Yeah, myself and Rakesh Kumar. I am billing and invoicing consultant.
Okay.
So in utilities, what you do?
So I do technical part like
In technical web, you are a web.
yes. Basically, not just I do bill print as well. I issue bill print.
Okay, you do billing and invoicing.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
You
do the
create the
functional
bill
part.
for the customer and
I just do the bill print.
yeah.
I know how the print little bit process, how the invoicing, all these things, but I want to learn something about the basic configuration of billing and invoicing, and then the rate configurations.
Okay, that means you do EGY and E19.
Your voice is somehow breaking. It's not very clear, Rakesh. Somehow.
Actually, you know that lockdown is going on. There is internet issues. Internet fluctuating.
Hmm.
There is no technical assistance on their side. That is the issue.
Yeah. So which project are you working on now? Current right now, are you working on billing and invoicing? ISU?
Yeah. MEW, I'm working in Ministry of Electricity and Water Kuwait project.
Okay. Which project are you working on now?
Ministry of Electricity and Water Kuwait. MEW.
Okay. Did you work on any of the USA projects, utilities?
USA project, not USA project. I've been working in British Gas UK project and
Uh,
Jordan project,
okay.
Cisco project.
Okay. So is it the maybe any difference between the utility practice in UK and USA?
No, everywhere same concept is going on.
Yeah, can you go ahead and tell me what are you going to cover and what types of rates? Maybe the current system, where we are giving training, is supporting what kind of rates, what kind of configurations it supports. Did it support AMI, the current system?
AMI basically used for the device management consultant. And yeah, of course, there's a billing structures are also there. In that AMI, you use profile. In current scenario, what you do in AMI?
So basically, we have
In current
time of use, net metering.
project.
Then we do street lights as well.
In your current project, are you using? You have been using smart meters there.
Yes.
Yeah, in most of the country, everywhere. In our project also, 5,000 meter has been used as a smart meter. So mostly in every country, government is making mandatory to implement smart meters.
Right.
In smart meters, we use the AMI. For that, we use the MDM as a database, and from there we use SAP, and we do the integration between MDM and SAP, and we do the communication. This is two-way communication from SAP and MDM. Suppose if you want to disconnect from your system, so you don't need to send your technician to the site to disconnect. From your end, you can disconnect in any issue. Suppose in case of the theft or in case of not payment, any issue maybe, or in case of the vacant, and customer wants a request to reconnect, or if you get the payments, you can reconnect. So that is the advantage of the MI. You don't need to send to MRA, meter reading agent, to the site to take the meter reading. From your system, you can get frequently as per your need meter reading. So that is the advantage of the AMI and smart meters.
Yeah, in my current project, we have ITRON system,
Okay.
EDM and IEE. These two concepts they are using. IEE, EDM is like profile based, and
Yeah,
IEE.
EDM. And what second? EDM used for that energy data management. Suppose we use for profile. Suppose winter season or some peak hours, what are the previous consumption pattern? Based on that, we use, and 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Suppose in, because electricity is used as a commodity market, so for that purpose we use profiles for intervals based meter
Yeah,
readings.
so we have electricity, gas, and water as well. Three divisions we have. So in electricity, we have time of use. And do you have any experience in net metering?
Net metering.
Yeah.
No, what is net metering?
Net metering is kind of generation, right? So the solar generations, they will
Solar
produce.
generation. Okay, okay. In solar generation, nothing difference. In solar generation, what happens is that suppose sometimes they also if they generate excess, so they give back to the grid. So
Yes.
for that, and that energy is used, and they get paid for that also.
Yeah. So that is what that concept here in US they say net metering. So
Okay,
whatever
okay.
the consumption, the transmission, whatever they send it back to this grid and whatever they are consuming, the net amount will be billed to them. That is what they say net metering.
In every sector, in every country, they are increasing for that is renewable energy.
Yeah, yeah.
So they are promoting for the renewable energy. So they are using solar panel and all the things. They are generating electricity. So in that case, we do only we use meter
Hmm.
and we use what are the rate.
So you mean what rates they are using for
And
energy?
what are the register of that
Oh, I think your internet
register
has some
meter?
problem. His voice
And
is.
what are the charges for suppose if they are the register that same procedure goes? Hello,
Yeah, your voice
now
is
audible?
breaking. There's too much breaking in between. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
Now ask me the question.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. Uh, so I was saying that in net metering,
Mhm.
suppose there's one plant or
Hmm.
one uh, residential customer or in industrial customer. Mostly the residential customer also use that net metering. They so we use a meter and there are register in that meter,
Mm-hmm.
incoming and outgoing.
Yeah.
So suppose one register is capturing once it is throwing back to the grid. So
Mm-hmm.
we do the consumption of that register,
Mm-hmm.
and after that same concept apply that what are their rate type means what are their charges price charges.
Mm.
So according to their rate we do the bills and we either we can adjust that bills to their electricity consumption, either we can do the payment to that customer.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Different registers, generation and consumption registers will be there in the device. So the generation part and consumption part registers, both net will be billed to the customer.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So consumption of the meter reading, it is part of the device management,
Yeah.
and billing of that particular consumption according to the tariff, whatever the rate is there, is
Mm.
part of the billing and margin consultant.
Yeah. So, okay. So then just give me a overview how we start, where we start, and what type of rates you are going to train me on, and just give me an overview how it goes, the training.
Yeah, for that first you need to understand the business scenario. What are the master data we used?
Okay.
What are the basic concept?
Okay.
There are some terminology. If you are already working in the utility, so you will be also familiar about that. So first you need to understand the business scenario, and then step by step we'll go through.
Okay.
Like as you already know that utilities component is a sales and information system that supports all business processes in utility service of a utility company.
Yeah.
You can use ISU for managing and billing residential, commercial and industrial and prospective customer. So how which type of the customer you are dealing right now in a project?
So number of
Like
customers or type of customer?
types of the customer like residential customer, commercial,
Residential,
industrial.
commercial. There is no industrial kind of thing. Commercial will cover rest of the world. Residential and commercial, and we of course we have something called added facilities, and also we have this one deregulated market. So we have kind of third-party suppliers.
Yeah, multiple suppliers.
Yeah. So I am working in a project in California. There is something special called CCA and DS. Like they are kind of separate suppliers where they supply to the customer, and then dual billing and consolidated billing, all these things, kind of things will happen in deregulated scenarios.
So that is a process means as per their requirement. Uh, Whatever company gives that what are their current business scenario, so what are they are expecting. So according to that, consultant do and create the businesses.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to know that in deregulated scenario, what configuration we have to do, kind of supplier configuration, and then how it flows from if it is deregulated scenario.
How do you get meter reading in their deregulated scenario? Do you use any third party system?
Yeah, deregulated scenario is still the same. I mean, it is kind of only thing is the meter is still with the utility company only. The meter installation still utility company only. So they will get the meter reads, everything. But only thing is whether the bill is sent out from the utility company or the third party will bill them. Those are the other scenarios. So not too much difference in kind of getting meter reads. But as I'm saying, we have a profile billing, that is EDM, and there is another thing called
Hmm.
IE, ITRON system or something. They just get the bill determinants from there. There is no register. No register concept. I mean, there are registers, but it is not like profile based. They just directly get the bill determinants. What is the consumption, and so based on the determinant, they'll bill the system, bill the customer. The smart meter concept,
But
right? Smart meters, they will directly.
in smart meter, what happens in smart meters? We get a meter reading automatic. Suppose
Hmm.
if you are doing billing, means how what are your billing period? Means monthly, quarterly, yearly. Which type of the billing periods are there?
Monthly, there is interim billing and monthly.
Monthly. So for that we do the uh, scheduled generation.
Hmm.
For scheduled generation, we do the batch job. We
Okay.
run batch job monthly. So in monthly from MDM, suppose if your EMI meters are there,
Hmm.
so system gets meter reading from the MDM automatic. If all meters are smart meter, if all meters are not, your all meters are smart meter or some meters are.
Yeah, still
Mm,
some are mechanical, mixed. There are mechanical meters and smart meters also.
for mechanical meters, your MI will be into the site to take the meters.
Yeah, for mechanical meters, they are doing some manual reading.
Hmm.
Still going
So
on.
for
So
meter reading the agent, what do you say? Meter reading agent are some different concept you use there.
yeah, so there are three types of meter readings: manual meter reading for mechanical meters, and then the
Hmm.
MDM profile reading, profile based. And third one is no
Hmm.
profiles. Directly they'll get the bill
Prof.
from kind of system called ITRON, IEE. So they just send a request and they will send a response with for that period what is the consumption.
Okay, okay. For that means there will be some consumption pattern, means for which type of the customer they are doing uh, billing without rating. So you do not get any meter reading history there.
Meter reading history. That I don't know. Yeah, I mean, so okay. Based on the bill determinants, I think the registers will be updated with that consumption, and then the regular billing process will go. I think we still see the
Okay.
meter reading history.
You'll be seeing the meter reading history from there also, but you'll be getting meter reading from different sources. Like iTrans will be managing that meter readings. That will
Yeah,
be happens.
yeah, yeah.
So from there you'll be getting that meter reading. So they will be using meter read download upload process. So in
Hmm.
backend, once you'll be creating that MRO meter reading orders, and according to that, in there will some meter read upload and download program in that. So
Hmm.
from there, automatically will be getting that meter reading from iTrans, because iTrans will be taking care about all that meter readings. Means they will be sending as they will be working as a third party. It may be that they will be sending their meter reading agent to read the meter reading, and they will be managing all the things.
Ah, yeah, yeah. So in
In
between, if we go through your overview, and then once we go through our basic scenarios, and then at some point maybe we will discuss in detail what is happening in my current client.
Yeah, of course. Simultaneous means I will try to correlate with your projects, so your concept will get much more clear.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So here residential customer, commercial customer, individual customer, and so we derive which type of customer we are going to deal
So
in
residential and
any project.
commercial.
Yeah, so residential customer. So why we segregate that which type of residential? Because for residential customer they are different tariff, and for commercial customer they are a different tariff. So that's why we need to segregation of type of the customer.
Okay.
So this component will allow you to manage and bill customer who receive services for purchase goods as or pay fees and taxes.
Okay.
So billing and invoicing modules explain the process that starts with billing and invoicing and finishes with bill printout.
Yeah.
Here you will also get knowledge of the ISU CCS master data and function relevant to billing. Details analysis of rates and price modeling is presented in most simplistic way. Like business scenario, ISO data model, whatever term will come, will explain that. So see, this is the your functional scope of the ISU system.
Hmm.
Like we do the generation, and then we do transmission. Transmission we with high voltage, and then from generation we do the step up. We do the transmission and high voltage. Again we use the transformer.
Hmm.
We do at the local distributor like exchange. From there we do the customer service. So our system start from the customer service and billing.
Okay.
Because generation, transmission, distribution, you do not take care about anywhere, because that is different part. Once we do the supply to the premises,
Hmm.
what type of the customer we are dealing and what are the services we are providing to the customer. So we take care about all. in SAP. So for front end, we also use the CRM, customer relationship management. Do you are you using CRM also there?
Yes, we are using C4C.
C4C. And like marketing and sales, suppose in any new area is building, so different companies go there and they do their campaigning.
Yeah, so in here C4C, they are just doing the customer service part, move-ins, contract creation, all these things, and then the portal where customers can go and see their bills online by creating an account, that kind of thing.
Mhm. Actually, CRM is front end, and most of the action is done in the back end.
Yeah,
So your backend is a base.
yeah,
Without backend, CRM cannot survive, cannot run
yeah.
because we do billing, invoicing, all the transaction happens in ISU. The same T code we use in CRM.
Hmm.
Yeah, when we do like move in, move out, so that data get replicated to ISU. If you do
Hmm.
also in ISU, so that data will get replicated to CRM.
Okay.
And so after marketing, you do premise entry installation service. After installation confirmation, you do the premise billing. After bills, you do the invoicing, and after that, you receive the payment against that invoicing. That happens in contract account receivable and account payable. That is part of the FICA.
Okay.
And in meter management and device management, we use like PMMM also.
Hmm.
In PM, like you sometimes you send a notification to the customer.
Mm-hmm.
Like suppose if you find you are seeing a reading and you are getting the same reading from 2 to 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So you get out why we are getting the same reading. There may be chance of that meter faulty. That meter is not doing the proper consumption. We,
Okay.
we are getting the same meter. So we get suspect and we do send a notification for the meter inspection.
Okay.
So that activities we do the in plant maintenance, like service
Okay.
order, service related any service order. Suppose if you
Hmm.
find that meter is faulty, we want to replace the meter. So we again create one notification for the meter replacement. Suppose for any customer
Hmm.
who wants to uh, disconnect meter,
Okay.
so you create a request for the meter removal. For that, we create the service, we create a job, we create a notification. So any technician or MRA goes there and do the removal or meter replacement. Suppose there is one shop who is using low uh, kilowatt and wants to increase the kilowatts. So at that time, you change the meter.
Hmm.
So we do the replacement. So all these service related activity we cover in the plant maintenance.
Oh.
In
Okay.
you do the stock of the meter.
Hmm.
Like first meters come from any vendors. You do the sampling procedure. Suppose 1000 meters come. So you do the sampling of 100 meters and you do the inspection of that meters. First you receive that meters in any stock. So stock maintenance is done by in the MM, material management.
Okay.
Sometimes, suppose if your company is receiving meter, so of course there will be some manufacturer who will be providing or will be some vendors who will be providing. So the company will be doing some pricing for that meter. So that bills is getting created in SD for that particular meters. And FI and CRM which we have, FI whatever settlement we do in that goes in the FI.
Okay.
And work work management is part of the your plant maintenance. Work management, like what we told about the service order means your service order for that service request for your inspection, replacement, removal. So is it means understandable for you? Means are you getting some concept clear?
Yeah.
And we come to the integration model. So you'll be knowing about the business partner because mostly you'll be using BPVP.
Yeah.
What do you understand by BP, business partner?
So business partner is the top layer of business master data, right? From there we can create other concepts, like assign him to contracts or contract account.
Yeah, right. Because we do all the activities for the business partner only. Business partner may be your organization, employee,
Yeah.
single individual, a group, institution.
Yeah.
Institution means like your school or any organizations.
Yeah.
So for that business partner, we do the customer service and we do all the first device management activities. What do you understand by device management?
I mean, device management mostly I deal with this guy registers when in the bill print, when I work on bill print, right? So the installation, from the installation we get these devices and registers. So we have a requirement to show, even though in net metering concept I told you, right, we have to show we have to show that what is the consumption and what is the generation. Yes, we have a device and it has registers based on consumption register, demand register, and sometimes net metering is a generation register. There are some billable, non-billable registers also there sometimes.
Non-billable register, what are the example of that non-billable register?
So that I didn't get that concept exactly. Non-billable registers, we just ignore them for I don't know what
Not
purpose.
believe register actually like uh, like street light.
Uh,
So for street light, we do not do the consumption. We do the flat rate billing.
okay.
So in that type of billing, we use the device info record. So device info record treat as the same as a meter,
Hmm.
but in that we also use the meter reading everything. But there is no actual meter.
Hmm.
Flat rate billing in this type of the reading. So
Yeah, for the street lights, we are using some current concept called ref values, reference values,
yeah,
right?
you have reference value.
Yeah.
So that reference value is for flat rate billing. There are fixed charges for that street light, and we use
Yeah, for
that.
KWH, the fixed rate, I think our guys are maintaining in based on the light type and all, they are putting in some custom table
Mhm.
and getting it from there while they billing some variant where it calculates and put it in the billing document.
Yeah. So do you have also access of table to maintain table to edit value of the table?
Sorry, come again? Maintain the table.
No, like you told that you are maintaining reference value table. So
Hmm.
you have access
Yeah,
to
I think I have
maintain.
access. Yes.
Okay, what are the T code you use?
All this is that is they are using some Z table, all custom transactions.
Yeah, mostly G table, T code you will be using.
Yeah, not the standard one. They do all custom design only for.
Hmm.
At the end of the day, only standard is the in the installation facts they are using reference values to get those amounts and all.
So in fact, you will be maintaining that value, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like just we discussed earlier, so we maintain device management. In device management, we do all the meter meter related activities
Hmm. Okay.
like how to stock the meter, how to issue the meter from the stock,
Hmm.
how to receive the meter in the stock. In plant maintenance, we do all the service related activities
Yeah.
like service order, service request.
Hmm.
All these things is called the asset management. Asset management means how to maintain that all the asset.
Hmm.
We use GIS coordinate to locate the meter also.
Hmm.
Most, some organization or most of the organization use that what are the location of that meter.
Hmm.
That becomes easy for the meter reader to go there and to read that meter reading.
Okay.
And after that, device management. Once you get meter reading, you do the in installation service like we discussed about the plant maintenance and customer service. All this
Hmm.
come in the PMCS in customer service. Customer service is the part of the CRM
Hmm.
and SD like billing. In sometimes quotation also, but mostly we do the billing of that meters and all the things. In MMA we do the stock material management,
Hmm.
and after that we do billing and invoicing in HD, billing and invoicing of the meter and other things.
Hmm.
Billing and
Hmm.
invoicing we use in for SAP utilities customer, and suppose some asset, so we do not bill in ISU, we do in the SD.
Hmm.
And after billing and invoicing, once we get the payment against that invoice, so that is maintaining contract account receivable and account payable, and that is get settled in FIA.
Okay.
FIA is your core module of
Hmm.
SAP.
Okay.
Am I going fast or am I going slow? Means whatever if feels you can ask to me.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Now we come to the master data.
Yeah.
Like your grids come, supply grid. Supply grid may be of electricity, water, or gas. You are using three product right now: water,
Hmm.
gas, and electricity.
Hmm.
So, like there is one connection object. Connection object may be a building, a large society,
Yeah, yeah.
and suppose, for example, we are giving three services: electricity, gas, water. So there will be three division. For three division, will create three contract. Contract is nothing; it's the agreement
Okay.
between supplier and business partner. Business partner is your individual or organization.
Hmm.
And suppose there is one BP, are using multiple supply, means multiple supply means multiple contract will get created. But we create one contract account. All their account will be maintained in one contract account.
Okay.
For electricity, suppose so we'll create one installation, because for
Hmm.
electricity there will be one meter.
Hmm.
So for one meter we'll create one installation. And for meter, what are the meter location? Means meter location may be hall, maybe cupboard, maybe under the stair, maybe outside of the door,
Okay.
whatever any. So that is called device location. Means
Right. Yeah.
at what location we have fixed the meter. It shows the location of the meter.
Okay.
Connection object may be independent house, maybe the multi-story flat.
Yeah.
So in multi-story flat, so we treat one connection object, flat 1, flat 2, flat 3. So premise 1, premise 2, premise 3, we treat like that. Hello,
Yeah, yeah. Following you. Yeah.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you, Rakesh. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Actually, 1 minute I'm getting. So, do you understand what are the connection objects?
Yes, yes. Yeah, I agree.
So, your master data is a component that remains unchanged over a long period of time.
Hmm.
That's why we use the master data.
Yeah.
Like suppose once we maintain your connection is your building address,
Hmm.
premise address, so that remains unchanged for a long time. What are the rate of that residential customer? That remains unchanged for a long time.
Okay.
Sometimes we get additional promotion or do the tariff and then we do the tariff change. So there are two types of the master data: business master data and technical master data.
Okay.
In business master data, you comes business partner, contract account, and in technical master data, device, installation premise, POD, connection object, device location. All these are technical master data.
Okay.
So business partner is a person, organization, group of person or group of organization in which a company has a business interest. Use this business object for a variety of business transactions. You create and manage your business partner simply along with the roles they assume for your company.
Okay.
So all the activity we do for the business partner.
Okay.
So your business partner may be owners, customer, tenants, prospects, employee, commercial and industrial customer groups, installer.
Okay.
What are the role of business partner? Like roles of business partner may be we maintain name, address, personal data and communication. Roles may be payment, transaction, general data, type of company, division, we maintain their bank details, other things.
Okay.
BP may be prospects when we do the campaign. So at the time we get the data collection of that BP, but that BP, that prospects may be our customer or maybe a prospects.
Okay.
In business partner data, we maintain all the general details like address, name, all the basic things like telephone, everything. It is self-understandable, bank details, and after that contact account. In contact account, we do it enables you create, manage contact account master data. We do the contact account receivable and payable. Each BP posting is assigned to one business partner and to one contact account.
Hmm.
What we do, first we do the business, we create BP and after that we create the contract account. You cannot directly create the contract account. First you have to create the BP. After that you will create the contract account according to that BP.
Okay. So when if we want to start let's say one business partner is interested in our business, just want to get electricity from our company, let's say. So first, the starting point is creating that business partner.
Yeah, first keep business partner, and for one business partner, you can create multiple contract account
Okay.
because one BP may have one home, one shop, maybe another shop.
Yeah.
For shop, you will create different contract account because that is commercial you are using. For residential, you create a different contract account.
Okay.
In contract master record, you can define for each BP the procedure that apply when posting and processing the line items of given contract account.
Hmm.
This includes, like, for example, payment and dunning.
Okay.
So your dunning procedure also happens in the contract account. Payment, what are the like payment date, 30 days or 45 days.
Okay.
Dunning procedure.
Yeah.
What is dunning procedure? Do you have some idea?
So yeah, dunning is something like if customer didn't pay on time, we have a collection strategy like reminder two, then disconnect.
Yeah, right. So all this procedure we maintain in the contract account.
Okay.
At what dunning level we create first letter, second dunning, third letter. At what stage we do the we go for the disconnection. So all procedure we maintain in that contract account. Your contract account data, like what are the account name, account number in legacy. Suppose we are doing the migration from the
Hmm.
old system to new system. So we maintain that legacy account number,
Okay.
terms of payment, tolerance group,
Okay.
means what are the tolerance group we are maintaining. Once you exceed that tolerance group, so it get out sorted. Suppose if we create heavy amount
Hmm.
or passing, so there may be some tolerance limit. So if
Hmm.
it exceed that limit, so it will get out sorted.
Hmm.
It requires more rechecking and more authorization, like senior person can release that invoicing or
Oh.
revalidate procedure.
Hmm.
Control me alternative bill recipient. Once we are creating the invoice, so maybe that there may be one PP, a second PP may get the maybe the recipient of that bills. Sometimes that bills can be paid from another BP. So all these data we maintain here.
Oh.
Your account assignment
Hmm.
and account determination and how the item will get clear. So all these data we maintain the contract account data, like it dunning, incoming payment,
Hmm.
bank details, outgoing payments. So payment method, what will be the payment method? What are the bank details, alternate pay, biller direct. So
So
all
what
these
is biller direct?
biller direct, like you use some customer do the payment through online, sometimes from the swap machine they do the payment. So all these are biller direct duties.
Is a kind of how the customer going to pay?
Yes, because sometimes from their account payment get deducted.
Hmm.
So all this comes in their biller direct.
Okay.
Contract definition. So utility contracts are utility service agreement between the utility company and its business partner.
Mm.
Delivery contracts, for example, the residential contract, non-residential contract, cable television, telecommunication. Means to each of the customer we are dealing, so we create the contract. Suppose for electricity there are two types of the customer, residential and commercial. So we create the two contract.
Mm.
Different division will create the contract for electricity and gas for water. For water will create different contract, for gas will create different contract.
Okay.
Purchase contract for small power producer, solar installation, another forms of energy transmission. Like we discuss about the net metering, solar installation. But
Wow.
net
Okay.
metering also will create a different contract.
Mm.
Plant consumption contract for generation and distribution installation of the utility company. In
Okay.
plant also, suppose if then there is generation, so plant will be also consuming the electricity. So for
Mm.
that plant consumption, we create a contract.
Mm.
Company consumption contract, for example, electricity consumption of the office of utility company.
Okay.
Whatever company is generating, that is also used their offices for their waste disposal contract for the waste disposal industry.
Mm.
Waste disposal also, there are different country, so they also give that you also maintain waste disposal,
Okay.
waste management. So we do that, create a different contract for that waste management.
Yeah.
In contract data, of course, contract is division is specific.
Mm.
So contract account division in company code. Company code you will be knowing.
Okay.
Company code is a legal entities.
Mm.
Individual operation consumption, statistics group, authorization group, your account determination ID, cost center, business area, your sales partner representative sales document.
Okay.
And this activity you mostly do move in and move out of the
Mm.
contract.
Okay.
Installation moving date.
Yeah.
Whenever customer move into the premise, that is when we start the supply to the customer. At what
Mm.
date? So that becomes the moving date. Whenever customer move out, so that becomes our contract end date.
Okay.
Scheduling date, contract start, end date, renewal dates, cancellation dates, and most interesting part we use the joint invoicing. Billing block, we apply the billing block at contract level also.
Mm.
Outsorting group, we also apply outsorting group at the contract level,
Okay.
because outsorting group may be different for the electricity, outsorting group may be different from the gas, outsorting group may be different for the commercial. So that limit may be different for different services, different type of the
Okay.
customer.
The outsorting is like for residential electricity. Outsorting group is will give maintain a tolerance limit if limit exceeds.
Tolerance, yeah, tolerance limit for the yeah means at contract level we apply that uh, billing consumption.
Okay.
And for invoicing for that amount, for the invoice amount, we apply that tolerance for the contract account level, but for billing consumption,
Hmm.
we use on the contract level.
Okay.
So can we start today?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can. So one thing. So